This isn't just a match. It's the climax of a generational rivalry. Expect explosive shot-making, momentum swings, and a finale worthy of Djokovic-Federer classics. If forced to pick, Alcaraz has the statistical edge, but Sinner's Turin fortress makes this as close to a coin toss as tennis gets. These are not my words. This is the AI prediction of the Nitto ATP Finals in Turin 2025 between Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. Stay tuned for more.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!
Alright, so hello tennis guys and welcome to my channel. So in this video I will make an analysis, a pre-match analysis of the finale we have been all waiting for. The dream comes true and it cannot get any better. Why? Jannik Sinner's performance at the end of the year has peaked. He is at the top of his game at this moment, on this day, on this, I hope, on this match. And Carlos Alcaraz is not really far behind him in the shot making, in the decision making, in the mental preparedness. He elevated his game tremendously in the last couple of matches, and I believe that this is truly, as the AI said, it's a coin toss. If somebody is saying like it's a clear victory for Sinner, I don't know how you can say this if two best players in the last 10 years maybe, have we ever seen such a great rivalry with I would say with two different types of players, but both with super high intensities? I think that wasn't really the case in the previous decades. Maybe Nadal, Djokovic, Federer, of course, these big three, everything was there. But these two guys, they stepped up the game. It's another level. And many commentators talk about it. It's another level. It's a faster type of tennis. It's more brutal, and so on and so on. Are the rallies nicer to watch? Are they more complex from the point of view? It depends. It depends on Alcaraz to really make the match as interesting as possible. Because if Sinner plays his methodical, surgical game, it's kind of boring yet fascinating to watch. That's just my perspective. So let's take a look at the analysis of the AI. So I asked the AI, this is the ChatGPT 5, and I'm doing it with the Copilot. So it's the Microsoft Copilot which is using the smart version of the ChatGPT 5. So there are some very interesting contexts. So world number one, Carlos Alcaraz, he secured it. We know it. It's already finito. He will stay number one no matter what's going to happen in this finale. And world number two, Jannik Sinner. It cannot get any better. So what is their form? So both arrived unbeaten this week. Alcaraz secured the year-end number one, while Sinner hasn't dropped a set or been broken all tournament. The rivalry is like this. This is their 6th final of 2025 and 16th career meeting, making it one of the defining rivalries of modern tennis. Who is leading? Of course, overall head-to-head, 10-5 Carlos Alcaraz. What does it mean? I'm not sure, because we are playing indoors, hard court. It's the best surface for Jannik Sinner. So the indoor record 2025 for Carlos Alcaraz, as the AI is describing it: improved confidence, big wins over Ogier Aliassime. And on the other hand, we have Jannik Sinner, 30 straight indoor wins, not broken all week. That's just superior. That just looks better compared to Carlitos, right? Style: Carlitos, aggressive first strike tennis, variety, net play. Exactly. Carlos cannot beat Jannik with fast shots. We have seen that from many players who try to outpace Sinner. Impossible. They can somehow hang with the tempo, with the speed, but Jannik has slight edge over them, and this small edge is at the end of the match is huge. This is huge. It can be 5%, but that's huge. 5% difference, 10% difference in the hitting, in the speed. That's huge in professional tennis. So Jannik Sinner's style, precision serving, baseline consistency, and clean hitting. So if we look at these two players, Carlos more variety. I think he must throw off Jannik somehow. I don't know how, but maybe with a slower balls with huge spin. Imagine Nadal playing against Sinner, huge banana shots. Maybe that can damage Jannik. But it depends on whether he is, I'm talking now about Jannik, whether he is in his zone, in the clean hitting zone. So if he can stay focused, hitting clean, hitting these directional shots with super high speed, long line shots, very important for him, double-handed backhand long line, I think it will be very hard for Carlitos to throw him off. So Carlos must do something to throw Jannik off, otherwise it will go to Jannik. But it's not like Jannik is winning it 100%, like some people are saying. Not at all. You can't say that. It's impossible, because there are nerves. There is the psychological factor, mental factor. Who is more mentally strong? I have been talking about it many times. In my opinion, Jannik is mentally strong in most or in all of the matches when he is not facing Carlos Alcaraz. Against all the other players, Jannik just knows he's better. And when you know it, when you have this mindset, you know you are better, you have the confidence, then it's a lot easier to win those matches. But against Carlos, he doesn't know that he's better. He's just trying to be better, you know. He's fighting with it. It's not that he comes to the court and, you know, I'm the favorite. Maybe he's favorite on the surface and so on and so on. But this is a finale. This is the last match. And anything can happen. A small difference in the thinking and it's maybe game over for Jannik. So if he doesn't hit clean right from the start, if there are small mistakes, Carlitos will go and come into the game. As always, he's like kind of starting a little bit slower, and then he's elevating the game like all way through the match, and the limit is not there for him. He can elevate the game as long as the match goes. Jannik starts right from the start, 110%. He puts everything, but if it doesn't work, he doesn't have really a way to elevate the game or improve it, because the variety of the shots is a little bit limited compared to Carlos, although he got also better in the decision making, shot making, you know, drop shots, net play, but I don't think that he is as strong as Carlitos in these categories. So the tactical keys, according to the AI, Alcaraz needs to maintain aggressive court positioning, mixing drop shots and net approaches to disrupt Sinner's rhythm. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Do something to the fast-paced ping-pong rhythm. His ability to absorb pressure and counterpunch could tilt the tight sets his way. Yes, perfect analysis from the AI, and I think that's what most of people are thinking when watching these two guys. Sinner must rely on his serve and depth from the baseline. That's what we are talking about all the time. Sinner doesn't have a massive spin. When the ball is short, it doesn't damage the opponent. On the other hand, Carlitos with more spin, shorter balls can damage an ordinary opponent, but probably not Jannik Sinner, who goes into the court and kills the ball immediately whenever he has the chance. So he's not stepping back, he's going always inside the court. So even a loopy loopy ball from Alcaraz is not really doing any damage. What Alcaraz must do is to play loopy and long balls, not short ones. Otherwise, it's ping, 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 and it's game over for him. Sinner must, if he keeps them, once again talking about Sinner, if he keeps rallies controlled and avoids giving Alcaraz short balls, his indoor streak could continue. Exactly, great analysis. And now the prediction. A 3-set thriller, most likely outcome. I agree, but it can also happen as it happened in many of the previous matches with Jannik. If Jannik secures the first set, and maybe it can be tight, it can be 7-5, 7-6, and he goes into his flow, and Carlitos doesn't catch it right from the start in the second set, it can be like 7-5, 7-6, and the second set 6-2, 6-3 for Jannik. We have seen that many times. But I hope that Carlos can forget about when he loses the first set, forget about it and just grow on the court and just focus on his game, and then he can turn it into his game. So Alcaraz's superior head-to-head record suggests he has the tactical answers, but Sinner's indoor dominance and crowd support balance the scale. That's another factor, crowd support. Will this be a big factor for Jannik? I'm not sure. Jannik is not a very emotional guy on the court. I don't think he takes too much attention to the crowd, what is going on. Slightly, maybe, but he is definitely not someone like Shelton or some other players who truly gain the energy from the crowd, because he has the energy inside him. He doesn't really need that crazy support, in my opinion. But, even like few percent of the psychological advantage for such a great player, it can make a huge difference. And from the Carlitos point of view, he is a showman. He is a super passionate player that for him tennis is joy, is fun. At the same time, it's work, of course, but he can be very free from the crowd not cheering for him, let's say. But maybe this can be a little bit harder for him, as we saw it whenever he was shown on a TV in Turin. The crowd went really boo. I wasn't kind of expecting that. It's the world number one. It's a great player, great person, and the crowd is really booing him instead of cheering in a respectful way. Maybe this can a little bit throw him off, or it can boost his performance gradually when the match goes and evolves. But I hope he will catch the momentum. He will catch the match, because it can go really fast for Jannik if he plays his game uninterrupted and confidently hitting the ball every single time without feeling any kind of pressure from Carlitos. It can be like 6-4, 6-4, or 7-5, 6-4, 7-5, 6-3. I hope this will not happen. It will be a 3-setter. So the edge slightly favors Carlos Alcaraz due to his 2025 record against Sinner and overall confidence as year-end number one. Very interesting point of view from the AI. Does it matter in this final? I don't think so. Wild card factor. If Sinner maintains his unbroken serve streak deep into the match, he could flip momentum and defend his title. The final take, as I told you at the very beginning of the video, this isn't just a match. It's the climax of generational rivalry. Expect explosive shot making, momentum swings, and a finale worthy of Djokovic-Federer classics. If forced to pick, Alcaraz has the statistical edge, but Sinner's Turin fortress makes this as close to a coin toss as tennis gets. So, what is here to conclude? Favorite is Sinner. Home, crowd, best possible form probably of his career, and there is nothing that kind of goes against him except Carlos, right? So from the point of view of Carlos, Does he have anything to lose? He is ending the season as number 1. Nothing will happen if he loses the match. Is the ATP Finals really that important for him, or for, at this point? I mean, at this point, world number 1, very confident. He achieved a lot this season as well. There is Australian Open kind of behind the door, let's say. That's for sure more important than the ATP final, in my opinion. So he can actually be very much relaxed. There is nothing to kind of lose in a big way in this match. But it can be a great preparation for the Australian Open. So I just hope it will be a great finale. And I think that Jannik is a small favorite. Is he going to win? I can't say. I'm not betting on this. If I have money to bet, I will just skip this match and enjoy it. Enjoy the fight, enjoy the tennis, enjoy what is yet to come. And guys, leave me a comment. What do you think about it? There is a group of people saying, sinner, 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 sinner. No chance for Alcaraz, no chance for Alcaraz. Alcaraz is not de Minaur. Alcaraz is not Ogier Aliassime. Alcaraz is not Fritz. Alcaraz is just Alcaraz. So comparing like Sinner to Alcaraz and saying that Alcaraz has no chance is not very smart, in my opinion, because anything can happen. The record is here for Alcaraz, but of course the surface is favors the indoors, favors Jannik. But it really depends on it's such small details, such small margins. There can be a break right at the start of the match, because probably if Carlitos wins the toss, he will choose to return. But I hope he will return really massively, going for the shot, not just putting it back somehow. He needs to return massive shots, and he needs to play aggressive, spinny, clever game, attacking, net, drop shots, and so on and so on. He must kind of drain the energy from Jannik. And Jannik will definitely try to play as short as possible. You know, ping, 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 and it's over, Mr. Ping Pong. But Mr. Problem Solver, Carlitos, has everything also, in my opinion, to beat him. He has the tools. He just needs to use them very effectively. So guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think about the prediction of the AI prediction that is saying that Alcaraz has the statistical edge? Okay, so there you have it. AI is not picking up Jannik just based on his, current performance, because it takes into account the overall picture, right? Who can be more confident actually entering this match based on the previous matches. So that's also a huge part, really, the mental thing. And one day Sinner can broke as a machine, right? Every machine can break, and why not in this final? Why not? But I think he's very solid now, and probably he will not break, and he will play a really good match. So guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think? My prediction, my personal prediction, that is Sinner is going to win, and it will be a surprise that I will say I think he will win in 2 sets. It will not be a 3-setter. I think it will be a close first set, and then in the second set he will kind of a little bit maybe dominate the game, but I hope I'm wrong. So guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this prediction, my prediction, the AI prediction, and let's enjoy this ATP Finals finale in Turin 2025. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, for commenting, for sharing the videos. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel. It will help me tremendously. And as always, enjoy tennis, play tennis, watch tennis every time, every day. And don't forget to enjoy the manooovrlbity. Bye guys.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious. That ball was on the line.